So, have you ever wondered if you can, I don't know, outrun a bad diet? And by that I mean, like, can you work out really, really hard and eat what you want and still lose the weight and get to where you want physically? Yeah? I definitely wondered that. And I think we all have at some point, for those of us who've been on a wellness journey or a fitness journey or whatever that is, that you were looking to pursue. But today we're going to be talking about that in today's Wellness Wednesday, so tune in. Beautiful people, and welcome back to Hustling and Healing. Woo, my name is Bree, and today is a Wednesday, which means it's Wellness Wednesday. It's Wellness Wednesday, and if you couldn't tell from the intro clip, what we're going to be talking about today is, can you outrun a bad diet? And I know this is a question that I've personally had. I know a lot of my friends have had it because we like the foods that we like, and sometimes it can be really hard and seen as like a really rough sacrifice for giving up those foods in order to get the body that we want or to get to the fitness level that we want, right? So I'm just gonna break it down. So no, really, you can't outrun a bad diet, even though your body on the outside will show that, hey, look, you're getting fitter, because everyone's definition of fit is different. Hey, look, you're getting fitter, you look leaner, look at you, right? So on the outside, you're like, yeah, I look great. On the inside, your inside's struggling. It's not doing too great. And that then leads to the term of skinny fat, which I don't know if you know what that is. It's basically where on the outside you look slim, you look like you have I don't know, you're within your normal BMI, your body mass index, and your weight reflects that. But internally, you're just not doing great. You have way too much visceral fat. Subcutaneous fat's good, visceral fat is bad. Way too much visceral fat, and it's just slowing you down and not doing great for your bodily functions. So, long answer, nuanced answer is no. But why does it taste so good? Yes, I love me a good burger with some bacon and some cheddar cheese. Yes, I love that. But I also love a good salad with some cranberries and some grilled chicken. It's all about balance. My personal balance is 80-20. But why does it taste so good, you're asking? Because it's meant to be that way. It's meant to taste so good that it gets addicting. Because whenever you have high levels of sodium and high levels of sugar, that then triggers your pleasure center in your brain, which triggers dopamine. Dopamine is that neurotransmitter that you're just like, oh, this is awesome. It gives you a rush. It makes you feel excited. And then that rush in your head, your body will associate with that food. And then whenever you have that food, you get that same rush until soon you'll have to eat more and more of that food to sustain that rush that you felt, which is addiction, essentially. So you don't want to be addicted to food. So in order to cut that out, to snip that, you have to eat the food less and less until your body's less dependent on it. So when you cut it out or eat it so inconsistently that your body can't tell when you're going to get it, yeah, in the beginning it's going to stink because withdrawals, depending on how long you've had it or how long you've been consuming it, but in the long run, it's better for you. So that is how that works, and that's why it's so good. It's because it's designed to be that way. So going back to, can you have both? You can. Like I said, my personal ratio is 80%, 20%, 80-20. So 80% of the month, I try to eat really well. I try to eat whole foods, fresh foods, and then 20% of the month, which comes out to about once every 8 to 10 days. So basically once a week, I have either a meal or a small snack or something like that that is something that I wouldn't deem a whole food or fresh food. So would that be frozen yogurt cup? Or maybe that would be a burger or something like that. Or maybe I'll find an alternative. I'll make an alternative to something that I really want, which still isn't the best for me, but it's better than going out to that place to get it. So like substituting a Five Guys burger by making my own or something along those lines. But 80-20 is my personal ratio, and then that helps me, one, not go through withdrawal and just completely binge whenever I'm like stressed, because I'm like, hey, I have a day coming up, or I just had a day. And that helps me stay on track diet wise. And another reason is just better for you in the long run. Like, you can outrun a bad diet in the beginning, but it'll always catch up to you. But if you eat this way, it's more sustainable for long term, and it does far less damage, if any at all, to your internal organs. So, some takeaways from this video: always strive to eat whole foods, fresh foods, because those are the best for you. A nutritionist once told me, when you go grocery shopping, stay on the borders. Or to the inside of the store in the aisles, the more food-ish it becomes and less food, actual food. So you want to stay on the borders, on the perimeters, because that's where your fresh breads are, that's where your fresh meats are, that's where your fresh dairy is, and that's where your fresh veggies and produce are. So that is how I shop. I stay on the perimeters and not go into the store itself, like in the aisles. Sorry, words are hard today. But that's how I do it. And it's doing pretty well. I'm losing consistently. It's not as fast as I would like it, but whatever. It's a marathon, not a sprint. But anyway, so yes, you can have a balanced takeaway, eat whole fresh foods. Try and incorporate those foods that you want into your macros. That way you can ensure that you're not overeating, but you're still getting that food that you're liking. And also in that same breath, you can try and have smaller portions of that, so that way you don't overindulge, but you still get that taste, so you don't feel like you're depriving yourself. And finally, have a balanced diet and enjoy the food that you're eating. Like, you're eating food is so much more than fuel to so many people, me being one of them. I know some people are like, food is just fuel and that's it. For a lot of people, food is communion. Food is a way of you sharing your interest and your love with other people. That's how you treat yourself, right? So make sure that you're enjoying what you're eating, but it's also good for you. So eat full or filling foods that will make you full, filling foods that'll make you full. Eat that instead of eating foods that will make you oversatiated and just sluggish. You never want that. But that is today's Wellness Wednesday. I'm trying not to make this a super long video because it definitely can be. But can you outrun a bad diet? And if you watch this video, your answer should be no, you cannot. Not in the long term anyway. But I really hope you liked this video. If you did, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe, and hit that bell down there to get notifications about my next video. If you're interested in following me on other forms of social media, I am on Instagram, Twitter, and of course YouTube. And finally, if you are interested in other forms of content that I do post 3 times a week. That is Monday, Mo Money Monday, Wednesday, Wellness Wednesday, and finally Sunday, Self Love Sunday. All right, that's all for me. I'm signing off. I'll see you on Sunday for Self Love Sunday. Much love. Bye.